Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so the leaks are out for Black Clover chapter 330, and I already did my live reaction to them on stream, so if you want to join us for that, basically just stop by on the channel every Wednesday night around 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, like I said, the leaks are out, and if you haven't seen them for yourself, I definitely recommend going on Twitter and looking up hashtag BCSpoilers, or even just looking up on Reddit. You should be able to find them pretty easily, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because personally, after reading or looking at these images, I definitely think this is going to be a very divisive chapter for a lot of fans. So basically the chapter opens up with Adramel just walking straight up to Asta and Lucifero and just ripping Lucifero's heart straight out of his body, and then we actually see his body disintegrate right in front of him. And I think this is something we all kind of figured might end up happening, because we clearly knew that Adramel had no regard for the devil hierarchy, because remember back when Lucifero was fighting against Yuno and Mario Leona, and he ordered Adramel to switch places with him so he can go focus on Asta because he knew Asta was the real threat, and Adramel said no. We knew back then that he really did not care for Lucifero, and I guess we can basically say it's safe to assume at this point that he was kind of rooting for Asta and everyone else to beat Lucifero so that he can do whatever he's planning on doing with his heart. So potentially, like I think a lot of us have been saying for a while now, Adramel might going forward be the main antagonist. Or at the very least, he might be working with the main antagonist, who I think might end up being the fourth Socrates brother, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, even though we see Lucy's body disintegrate in this chapter, technically he shouldn't be dead just yet, because all Adramel did was rip his heart out of his body and then fly off. We never see him actually destroy Lucy's heart. And everything we know about devils so far is that you have to destroy the heart with either, I would assume that devils can destroy other devils' hearts and kill them. But you either have to use devil magic to destroy it, you have to use dark magic like Yami has, anti-magic, or you have to use magic infused with same stage powers. And a perfect example of showing how this actually works is basically back when Megakula was fighting against everyone. Even though her body had been destroyed multiple times, as long as her heart was intact, she was able to continuously regenerate. So we know that you have to destroy the heart in order to basically kill the devil permanently. And like I said, Adramel never actually destroyed Lucy's heart. He just carries it away and just fucks off to wherever he's going. So maybe potentially we might see Lucifero regenerate later on. Like maybe Adramel isn't actually betraying Lucifero, or he wasn't trying to betray him. He basically just wanted to see the show. And then he's going to basically take Lucifero's heart so he can basically just let him regenerate later on in a safe place. And then the two of them are going to fuck off to go and find a way to fully manifest Lucifero into the human world. Although personally, my two leading theories as of right now as to what Adramel is going to be doing post this arc is that either A, the reason why he took Lucifero's heart is so that he can go off, eat it, or something else, and basically just use it to absorb Lucifero's power for himself, and that going forward he's going to be the main antagonist. Or B, he's probably working with someone else, like maybe one of the other devils like Beelzebub, or maybe he's working with the fourth Socrates brother, because we still haven't actually gotten to see what he looks like yet. We've been hinted at him multiple times throughout the arc, especially during the fight between Yuno and Xenon, and yet we don't know really anything about him. So maybe this is the time for Tabata to actually reveal him and reveal that he's actually the main antagonist of the series. So now that Lucifero, the King of Devils, the guy who's kind of been built up this entire arc as being the biggest bad that we'll ever see in the series, now that he's basically been taken care of, this will be the perfect time to introduce the character who actually is the true villain of the series. Then the majority of the rest of the chapter is focusing on Yami and Nock, because the two of them are actually on death's door because they still have Lucifero's arms through their chests. Like, the two of them are actually dying. And it's pretty much everyone in a panic because they think they actually are going to end up dying due to the fact that all the healers that they currently have there, like Gray and Mimosa, are out of mana, so they can't do anything to heal them. So pretty much everyone's freaking out about it. We even have a moment where Charlotte, basically in confusion and desperation, she tries to get Yami to hold on by confessing her love to him, and he's barely conscious at this point, so it's kind of up in the air whether or not he actually hurt her. And then this is the part of the chapter where I think a lot of fans are going to be divided on whether or not they actually enjoyed it or not, because at the last minute when Yami and Nock are pretty much about to die, we have Charmy and the rest of the Black Wolves show up, and then Charmy, using her magic food, is able to restore Mimosa's mana and possibly also Grace as well. And we see Mimosa using her ultimate healing magic in order to save their lives. And yeah, based on the leaked images that we have currently out, that's pretty much all there is to the chapter. And like I said, I think a lot of fans are going to be very split on whether or not they like it, just because of the fact that we had two characters who should have died being saved at the last minute by kind of MacGuffin. Personally, I enjoyed the chapter. I think it's actually a perfect epilogue chapter to the ending of this arc. I didn't expect Tabata to kill anybody off, especially not Yami. I mean, after what happened with Julius, I kind of figured that Tabata would never kill off any important characters. I mean, sure, he killed off half of the Golden Dawns, but let's be honest, no one really from that list of people who died in the Golden Dawns was really all that important. I mean, maybe near the ending of the series, we might see Tabata killing off an important character or two, just to kind of draw that surprise factor and kind of boost up people's, suspense for that final arc. But this is a Weekly Shonen Jump series, and it's not very often that battle manga and Weekly Shonen Jump kill off a lot of characters, so don't expect it to happen. I really kind of think the people who actually expect characters to die are kind of just spoiled by, Demon Slayer or JJK, where you see characters dying a lot in those series. And basically what I say to that is that even though those two series are breaking the rule that, good guys don't usually die in main Shonen Jump series that often, those are basically exceptions to the rules. Those aren't the basically standard for Weekly Shonen Jump battle manga. I mean, look at Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. How often did good characters actually die in those series and stay dead? I mean, we had fake out deaths, but how often did they actually stay dead? But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Let me know down below what you guys think is going to end up happening with Adramel going forward. Do you think he's going to end up being the main villain, or do you think he's actually working with someone else like the Force of Greatest Brother or Beelzebub? Let me know in the comment section down below. But that's it for the video guys. Like I said, join us here every Wednesday night when we get live reactions to the leaks on stream. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.